Yo, it's my Marcus or Morstini back with another Throwback Thursday video. Today we are doing, as you can see, some balloons tower defense battles. We will be popping balloons and beating people while we do it. It's gonna be a good time, man. I played the ever-living dog poop out of this game. And here's my old account. It's like my second account, maybe, probably third. I had a few accounts on this game. I got one of these up to like 10k. Little like dart points right there, you see, where I have 168. I got one up to about 10k, and then I got a new phone and I never used that account again. So I don't really know. I was playing in the Moab pit a lot back then. Like, if you know what the Moab pit is, that's like a high roller, like $2,000 coin wager things. So like that was a good time playing back then, because it was like you could agree with the other person to go late game, and then we would be there for like 35 minutes going like around 50. Yeah, so that was a good time. Some of the things I wanted to note, just all the towers, man. I hate the Cobras, dude. Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started on the Cobras. This reminded me of one of the old strategies, the ninja monkey apprentice strategy back in the day. I remember that was super cool. My favorite strategy in this game, for anybody wondering, I am a ninja mortar banana farm guy. I love doing ninja mortar banana farms. It's so much fun. I don't know why I love ninja mortar banana farms. I just think it's fun to do. And if I get a final tower, I always liked the sub. Monkey sub was always a good one for me. And then I liked the helicopter and the monkey ace, because you could get a spectre gun ship, and I always thought spectre gun ships were badass. So obviously those three are probably like my go-to. And as you'll see in this gameplay, I'm a little rusty. It's been a minute. I haven't done macro, or is it micro? I think it's micro. I haven't microed in a long time, dude. I haven't had to move towers around and try to drop stuff down as fast as I can in a long time. And I don't have anything upgraded here, so I can only make so much money. As you see, we're playing XZ4. I'm over here trying to pick towers because I know mine is a late game map. And he quits, dude. He loses like half of his medallions that he has in total. And we go back into the yellow stadium. That's what I'm playing in, because that's where I need to go, because I haven't touched this game in literal years, as far as I can remember. And we're going up against him again, so he decides to stick it out. We get Park, and I like Park. Park's a good map. It's a tough one though. It's hard to go late game on Park, I feel like, when you don't play much anymore. So I go Ninja Mortar Banana Farms. I don't even remember that I didn't have any of these upgraded, so you know, it is what it is. You'll see that when the game starts. I'm trying to upgrade stuff that can't be upgraded. And then we end up getting A game, because I didn't know what the other map was and never heard of it, so it probably came out once the tower boosts, those actual like powers came into Balloons Tower Defense. I hated this game. Like it kind of changed the game for me, because then it felt like it was always you had to use some sort of power. It was no longer like an enjoyable casual game, and it kind of became about having your powers up and doing all this power stuff. I was not a fan at all. All I want to do is the way the game was intended to be played, right? What you see on the screen right now is how it's played. There's no powers involved in this. There's no other special abilities. It's just the same old stuff from when the game kind of launched. And that's what I loved, like this state of the game. As you tell, I don't know where to put my tower, because I haven't played this in so long. It's not even funny. So I put attack spikes down so I have time to get my helicopter. And I want my helicopter to kind of do helicopter things and just helicopter it up. In this gameplay, I totally forgot that I don't have anything upgraded. The only upgraded tower I will have is the monkey ace, because that was my third tower. So that one I can get to the third and fourth tier, which is nice. But that is kind of like, I can only do so much with that. The reason I have the monkey ace is I want either the Spectre gunship or the Operation Zero ability. Either or, it doesn't matter. I should have gone for the Spectre gunship just because it's so cool, but I didn't, because I know it's not as useful as the other one. I mean, I want a Spectre gunship. Who doesn't want a Spectre gunship? Okay, if I could have a Spectre gunship in real life, I would have one, but I can't. Anyway, I just totally went on a whole Spectre gunship rampage right there, and that's totally not conducive to like what I was thinking. But anyway, Doing banana farms. I forgot that I can't get a Banana Republic because I don't have my banana farms upgraded. So I'm just straight rolling with plantations. I don't have a robo farmer or another like super farmer, whatever you call them nowadays. I don't have any of those, so I have to actually pick up the bananas myself. I need a slave. Okay, that's probably too far. Anyway, got to plant all these banana farms, and I can only upgrade them, but so far, not good for me personally. It's just not good. I need to do a little bit better with my actual micromanaging, like everything that goes on in these later rounds. He is going, as you can see, he's got a Dartling gun, which is also pretty dope, but it makes it difficult to kind of do your banana farms and Dartling gun at the same time. You kind of need to do, one or the other. And he gets one of my favorite things up, right? You get the Dartling gun up to where it can pop lead balloons, and you're good to go, bro. Like, that thing will just, you have it sitting there, it'll chew into it, do whatever damage it does. I personally would have lined it up probably more with my scent balloons, like balloons I would send to him. As you can see later on in this match, it would be more efficient for him to do that when I start going for eco. So eco would be balloon eco is when you send balloons to them so you can make more money off of your income going up. So right where it says 250, by sending balloons for income, I'll end up making more money. So I get that up to about 550, 600 while I'm doing the banana farms to kind of make more money and just kind of progressively have like some game progression essentially in terms of cash. Obviously right here, I would be selling this banana farm and buying a Banana Republic. After I get this banana farm down, I get 3. Then it's about getting a Republic, trying to figure out what I can do next. Maybe I'm going to have to sell something if he rushes me. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this one because apparently I have ninjas up to level 3, which is huge because ninjas at level 3 can detect camo balloons and pop them for you so the rest of your towers can do stuff. I put the monkey ass down because I was like, I think this is going to be like my oh crap. If something hits the fan, they send all the balloons in the world. I need to get this up. And I'm not really ready for like any sort of round of 15 or 9. I wasn't ready for any rushes at all. If he rushed me with just lead balloons, I was probably screwed because I don't know how to micro. I don't know what towers I have that's actually good and can actually efficiently do what I need, if I have any. So that kind of put me in a pickle in this gameplay. I think that these red hot spikes actually probably saved me from a couple of things. As you can see, I got a 4th plantation. He's only got 2. So I'm rolling in the money, and he's, poor man in it out there having to actually move his towers so he can pick up his money, which is hilarious. Which is kind of why, I don't know. What he's got right there is actually a good setup because that purple one, is pretty strong. Like, it's a pretty strong tower. I don't know how strong it is for how much it costs, but it's definitely solid. And getting a bunch of those guns up is I think it's super fun to have the guns up personally. The Dartling guns, what a cool tower, man. It's not my favorite tower simply because it's inefficient, but it is a cool tower. Like, that's undeniable. As long as you don't use Cobras, you're good in my book. If I'm being 100% honest with you, you're pretty much good to go. One of my other favorite towers, though, is probably the 2 water towers, the Sub and the Boat, or the Buccaneer. I love those 2 towers as well. I didn't really touch on that, but I do love those. I didn't get a water map, so I couldn't abuse any of that if I even had it upgraded to a level at which I could use it, because not having your Sub to tier 3 pretty much makes it kind of irrelevant, because then you can get the Reactor Sub, and oh buddy, the Reactor Sub's goated. I get my Operation Dartstorm up right there. I think that was what that was called. So it's got these just array of darts going in circles. Now I'm getting the balloon eco going because I'm like, I need to get some money flowing. I only have these little, whatever you call it. This guy obviously isn't the best player out there. He would have sent me some lead balloons and just realized I didn't have the camo protection for that. So it kind of ended up costing me here. Get down to 60 lives, and I had a balloon energy. So I balloon energy round 20. He should be sending me a BFB right now, right? Like, there should be one on the way. I should be seeing it. It should be hitting me. It should be all bad for me right here. But it wasn't. He didn't send it. It was just a misplay on him. Because if he sends it, I have to delete all my farms, delete pretty much everything I have going for me right now, buy Operation Darkstorm, and then like redo everything that I have, which is some insane gameplay mechanics that I can't show you here. He instead buys a laser cannon, which, let's be honest, that's awesome. But is it really going to help him? I don't know. Because look at that. Look at those pink balloons. He's got to turn it over here to get the pink balloons. Then he's got to worry about the zebra balloons. And luckily, it's pretty much, like, the laser cannon's so good. But what's going to run into a problem with the laser cannon is its effectiveness against other types of balloons, like the Moab or BFB or Zomji. I don't think that one's even relevant. I don't think it's really going to have to deal with that. But round 22, I have 4 grand. He decides now's a good time to balloon energy a BFB, but he didn't do it on time. So that's kind of whatever. My big issue is I totally didn't even take into account these other balloons getting by me. So I just tried to macro it out, man. That's what I had to do. I had to try to macro it out, see if I could get this in time before I die. And I did. And that's when I balloon boost him 3 Moabs, right? I still have $450 of eco, so I still have some money just in case I need to make some changes. But right now, this should be okay. Worst case scenario, let's say he's deleted farms and sent me Moabs instead of dying right here. He sent a BFB at the end. But if he has sent balloon boosted Moabs, I probably delete my tower and rebuy it if I can afford it from the deletion of it. Or I'm probably going to realize I can't afford it, and I'm going to have to drop down like as many balloon 3rd tier monkeys as I can, and then balloon boost and pray I make it through. That's the situation I would end up in. It would be a rough one. It would be I'd have to do it though. I'd probably die if I didn't. That being said though, that's been Bloons Tower Defense Battles, man. This is the old game. I love this game. It's pretty great for me. When they brought in the powers, it kind of ended the game for me. But I really loved it. I had a grand old time coming back to it. And I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. It's been your boy Marcus. Peace.